All right, yo, welcome everyone. This is Awesome Game Replays, episode 19, and this time we're talking about Wardner, also known as Pyros in the U.S. and also just Wardner around the world. And this is an action platformer by Taito from 1987. And pretty glad to be talking about it, and going to be joined by our friend from the Boss and Yace show. It's Yace. He's back. Welcome, Yace.
Hello, thanks for inviting me once again.
Like, Boss isn't getting jealous that you're like on like SDG Weekly too much, is he? Anyway, look, anyway, Yace, he's coming back again, and we're talking about this wonderful game, Wardner.
It is indeed.
It's in that golden era, 1987, of just all sorts of awesome platformers and whatnot coming out, and I think people kind of describe this game as like a combo of what Ghosts and Goblins and I don't know what the other game would be.
It's really, those two games really look alike, but I have to say, to be honest, Wardner is a lot easier than Goblins, or even easier than Ghouls and Ghosts and all the Makaimawa games franchise. This game I think this game is actually as good as Ghosts and Goblins, but fortunately, it's really a lot easier. So don't worry. It's not that hard.
Cool. And then as far as videos we'll be checking out today, we'll be looking at a one life clear, very hard difficulty run from Yace, who's going to be the player of these replays, and we'll also take a look at and talk about a scoring Counterstop run that Yace also did. So clearly, Yace, you love this game. So yeah, tell us a bit about Wardner and what got you to playing it, and why you like it, and anything about the game, I guess.
Okay.
Feel free.
Okay, thank you. I like to be free, actually. I beholded this game around 4 years ago, and I discovered the game all at random, to be honest. And I was looking at random replays video on YouTube, and on the suggested videos, I see a video from this game, a game entitled Wardner no Mori. Wardner no Mori is the Japanese title. Around the world, it's Wardner, and in the US, as you said it's Pyros. And
right.
I just look at it, and the game seemed nice. So I said, okay, let's find it, and maybe one day let's really find out. And some days later, I played it for the first time, and I immediately find it really attractive. And since I really love action platformers games, I really found this game really great. So I played it.
It does look nice.
And it took me about 10 days to beat it for the first time. And while I was discovering how to play the game, I was really surprised by how good it was, since the game was already kind of old. It was released in 1987. The game was made by Toaplan, and published by Taito.
Oh, Toaplan. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I didn't include that information in the title card here. Okay, Toaplan. Perfect.
And everybody thinks this is a Taito game, but Taito is only the publisher. So
wow. Okay.
So when the thing that I really love about this game are its controls. The controls in Wardner are okay. They're still a little bit stiff, and it's really something usual in all games from that era. But actually, they aren't that stiff and they are really, really smooth, I think. So jump controls are quite easy, and the main character can do many things, such as great jumps, and he has got very powerful weapons. So, and the game, you can even buy many useful things in the games, as we will see in the one. So, I think this game is quite. This game was released in 1987, but it looked like this game is really, really, really much younger, if I can say it. It's not that it's an old game, but it's not that old, and it's really, really, really very modern game, and modern game.
You think it stands the test of time? Is basically what you're saying there.
That's it. It was way ahead of its time for an arcade action platformer, and it's something very noticeable that this game is. I think. And I can say it's my favorite arcade action platformer. I really think it is better than the Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts series. I know the only downside. Yeah, you see, the only downside of this game is it's pretty much unknown. And I think this is really unfair. This is really, really a high quality game, and I think it deserves much more love. And I like it that much that I first of all I tried to beat it, and I did. Then I tried to do the deathless runs and then speed runs, and after all, to end it the perfect way, I did a Counterstop. And nowadays I still play this game sometimes when I've got some time to play, and. Actually, I can say this game was my last really, really great surprise coming from the arcades. So,
wow.
Hope you like it as much as I did. And
Yace really loves this game. Perfect.
yeah. Oh, my favorite one is still Super Burlesque, but
oh yeah.
clearly, this Wardner is among my favorite games of all time. And
Super Last Year. That's where you're really in your element in that game.
Oh, so this is why I really, really love this Wardner game. And by the way, did you personally play it?
Yeah, like I was saying before, yeah, I didn't get a chance to play it. I like to mention also GG Maximo's guest hosting, and he did play it.
Yes.
So yeah, what did you think when you played it briefly?
Well, the first thing you notice is that the first couple of levels are relatively straightforward, pretty easy to get by. I think there's like one trick later on where you just jump on a bird with an ocarina and then you bypass the boss of that level. But then once you get into the castle stage, that's where you really need to start to manage your time and whatever items you have left effectively, because at that point, you don't get any more shop items or anything like that. So basically, it's just making sure you go up the right path, not getting hit by stuff, and then fighting a few bosses along the way.
Sounds pretty straightforward, and then there's a shop too. Okay, cool.
It is. Except the first part of the level 4, which is kind of which is a maze. But once you want to know how it's done and the best path to use, it's quite simple actually.
I went up like
classic quarter munching maze action.
I went up and then like some boulder fell on me. I was like, what?
And just to talk a little more about other stuff in the game. Between levels, you can buy, as I said, useful things in the shop. You can buy a blue cloak, and that blue cloak allows you to get it one time. You can also buy some shoeing thread, and this stuff allows you to get another hit before dying. You can buy extra time, an extra minute of time, if you buy the watch. And the main thing is between the stages you can buy special weapons. So you have many kind of weapons, but only useful one is the sunshot. This is a pretty straightforward shot, but it's the most powerful of the game, and I think it's not possible to beat the game without that weapon. So when you have money enough, always buy it, and it's mandatory to beat the game. And your weapon are you can upgrade your weapon level just as you can do in a shmup, and after that you also can earn money, and many enemies will drop randomly or power-ups, orbs, or money bags. So the more you kill enemies, the more you will earn money and power-ups. So the faster you will get to power max, and it could be really useful because some foes are quite resilient in the game.
I think I remember. Did Black Tiger have a shop as well? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
did you ever play much Black Tiger?
As Black Tiger, Magic Sword, and even the Dungeons and Dragons series by Capcom, Tower of Doom and Shadow of Amistawa.
Yeah. I'm also thinking of like Willow Arcade too. It's kind of seems like it's kind of in the vein of that too.
Really great game, by the way. And if you want to talk about shmup, it's as in UN Squadron, Reality 8, or Fantasy Zone. But I like doing shopping in my games. So
yeah, it is kind of nice, isn't it?
And as you just said it, I think this game is a response to the Ghost and the Makamura series. It's the response by Toaplan to the Makamura series, and another we can mention another game which really look like a game by IRM, who's Legend of Hero Tonma, which actually is a great game anyway, but really harder than Wardner normally, I think.
Did you say Legend of Emoto? Is that what you said? Or what is it?
The game is Legend of Hero Tonma. It's an Iron
Hero
game.
Tonma?
It's an Iron game from 1988, if I'm correct. And the game, many things from the game and from Wardner look alike, since you have a map showing what lies ahead, and the plot of the game is quite the same. So all this game, Makamura, Dai Makamura, Wardner Normally, and Legend of Tonma, I think they're obviously quite the same, but they have some differences as well. Yeah. But
it's crazy how like a lot of these arcade games around this time, you know, they borrowed like the concepts, like the main concepts from each other, but at the same time they made like completely different worlds for these games, and they're all kind of like unique in their own way, even if they're kind of using the same elements with the shops and whatnot. And it seems like this is really going to be a treat to check out. I'm excited to get into this replay.
And the last but not the least thing is many players who I know who actually beat really hard games such as Makamura found that Wardner was harder. I don't understand why, but okay, so maybe I think it's not a matter of difficulty, it's a matter of how long and how much you really play the game. And if you play the game long enough, for a long time, even the hardest game in the world can become the easiest. And,
yeah,
that's true.
So guys, if you wanna play Tower of Zuaga for me and help me to beat it, nice, would be nice.
I'm sure some people could help you out. Some of our viewers. Okay. Well, I think we're probably about ready to start checking out your One Life Clear very hard replay.
One thing too, that this game in particular, I think a 1cc is like 20 minutes. So It's kind of shares some traits of Flying Shark at that period, where both games are both very accessible. Loops are short. You get lots of extra buys. It's kind of a compared to later Toaplan titles where the team is all like, how can we make this difficult? And then you got titles such as Fire Shark and Tatsujino, which were just long, drawn out experiences. So this is kind of a refreshing change of pace to check out, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into this replay here, and we'll kind of take it from there once we get started on it. All right. I got the video up.
This is the very hard replay.
Yes.
Okay.
My cropping was wrong. Let me fix that a little bit.
Gotcha.
Let me just pause that meme. Okay. All right, we're going to get into it then and check out this awesome Wardner no Mori very hard run from Yace here. It gets crap load of points, I think.
1.9 million.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
So the arcade push is quite long, so don't worry, the game will...
There's a long build-up sequence. Wow.
That's fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't seeing anything anywhere about the game being made by Toaplan. It seems like it's almost hidden or something.
It's because during that time, I think Toaplan was such a small company that they made an agreement with Taito to license out all their properties until Tatsujin happened, and then they started publishing their own games.
Oh, okay. All right.
And now the plot. And as you can see, but you shouldn't have followed this guy. And now you know that Mr. Wardner is the big bad guy in the game. Yep.
Wardner is the bad guy, yeah.
Indeed.
And let's go. So
He takes the girl.
What? How surprising, no? Isn't it? So though you see, I just want to get all the money back and all the power-ups. And as you can see, I have my weapon, and the basic weapon is really not that useful. So as soon as possible, I will try to buy the only useful weapon of the game, the solar shot. Now my goal is just to earn a lot of money, and now you can see I got the blue cloak, and now
nice outfit.
and now I can get hits once without dying. So I have to say, you have also some hidden bonus, and I just forgot to say in the intro that the game was also released for the Famicom D system and for the Sega Genesis. But
yes,
those two versions were quite easier because of a life bar. In those versions, you got a life bar, and in the arcade version, it's one hit, one death. When you have no cloak and no sewing thread. So
gotcha.
And as you said, the game is pretty straightforward. So there's no chance to get lost in the game. Just go your own way, and it won't be a problem to find any exit, except in the level 4. We'll see it when we get it. I said that jumping in Wardner is really quite easier than jumping in other action platform games from this era, and that when you jump too long, the hero will automatically fall. In. So even if jumping is really quite well balanced in the game, you still can fall to your doom if not done properly. And here we have Green Dragon. kind of the it's a weak one boss in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't fire anything.
First of all, it's a really pushover, so no need to worry about this. Level 2, and this level is quite like I said, little not maze, but and it look like, and what I really love is the first time I see conveyor belts in an arcade platform games. I don't remember if there was any of them in the previous games on the genre, but this is one of the things I really love about this game. It's I think this game has really plenty of good ideas, and its controls are really great, and that's useful, especially in those kind of challenge if you have to avoid instant death like this. And here, this is what I call the crow corridor, and I will just make a little crow farming just to earn more points. And since enemies randomly drop bonus items such as power orbs and money bags, and I will the more crows I will kill, the faster I will have power max and more money to buy the shot I really want. So that's why it may be a little bit tedious, but it's kind of useful. And I don't forget that my time is very limited, so I just want to earn a little more power and a little more money, but it won't last too long. Don't worry.
What's the little needle attached to the string item down there?
You have your life count. After you have the weapon you're actually using and its level. After you have a cloak, sewing thread, and watch. Those are the items I can use. It means I can get hit twice before dying, and even if my time is running out, I still will have 1 minute left to go to find the exit because of the watch. And after you just...
Oh, so the watch activates once the time runs out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
1 extra minute to your time.
And as you can see, every money bag is worth 15 coins of gold. So this is really an interesting sequence, and I will explain just later how you can tweak it to really beat the game in all manners possible. And now I think I will just farm those crows just a little bit more, and I soon go my way to the end of the level. And the level will
wait a sec. Yace is the mass bird killer. What do you have against those birds?
Don't worry. I am a bounty hunter. Maybe birds are quite unlawful, so I kill them and without any remorse. Now
they're evil birds. So.
Yeah. Now I get it once, but as you can see, I get hit, but I don't lose a life. But I lose my sewing thread. So I still have my blue cloak, but I don't have my sewing thread anymore.
Sorry, what was the sewing thread for? I didn't catch that last time.
It's an extra hit.
Get it one
extra hit. Oh, it is.
So when you have the
okay, cloak, I thought the cloak was the extra hit.
The cloak is an extra hit as well.
Oh, both are. Okay.
Both are, yes. Cloak and
I see.
And now I just want to get all the money from the level, but since I don't have much time left, I just want to go further. Mm-hmm. And now I get it once, but it was on purpose, so let's go to the exit. And here we have a first really tricky area. Those bats and those obstacles can kill me instantly now, and if you move properly and be really careful, you can get it without any problem. Now you see, I got the first ferry in the game. Since the game will provide me with 2 ferries, and don't worry, this ferry is silent. It's not like as in Zelda kind of time. This ferry won't ever scream, "Hey, listen!" all game long. And here we have the second boss, which is another green dragon, but this time it shoots fireballs. And as you can see, we have to free a princess, but the princess was another crow herself, so I just killed the princess. Yeah, in Wardner you don't save but kill the princess. And
that was not a princess. I was like a dude.
It was some kind of trap. And now, since I've killed a lot of crows, I can buy the solar shot. And as you can see, I just get back another key. It won't be useful. It won't be useful for the rest of the game, but hey, I still got it.
Whoa, nice attack. That looks badass.
Yeah, it's interesting.
The only weak point of these skeletons are their backs, so you shoot their backs and it will be okay. And as you can see, this new weapon is really, really quite efficient, and I think this is the only weapon who's really helpful in the game. Now I take this ocarina, and
here's the bird.
Here's the phoenix bird. And that bird will take me to the end of the level. Now I don't have anything else to do, and I'll get the weapons. This bird is really nice and it's really kind, and it will take me to the end of the level. And that's it. But I get down before the end of the level just to kill enemies and to earn some more points. Because thanks to this bird, I just skip all the previous area with tricky jumps, but since I want to have more points, I just get back sooner to get the points.
Yeah. I should also mention it's possible to skip that boss there if you hold on to the bird all the way to the end of the level.
Yep. And now we are now on to the level 4, which is first the level maze. So I think this is the first really hard level in the game. Not the first part, since once you know which path you use, this part is really quite easy. But the second part is really tricky, and you see, you can beat the game really, really better than I did. But I just want to kill everything inside and take all the money. So, because as you can see, the main purpose in the game, the main purpose in this one is to make a deathless run. But also, I just want to know how many points you can score without losing any life. And you see, you can farm many areas to earn more points. But here, I just want to do a deathless one on very hard difficulty and with a lot of points. As you can see,
I see.
Wow.
There's some hidden bonus. And
was that when you like clipped through the floor there to get that statue? Is that like regular? It was like a regular mechanic, or is that like something you're kind of abusing there?
Right, it's a regular mechanic of the game. You can go ahead while ducking, and if you duck and press the jumping button at the same time, you can walk this way. It's kind of odd the first time, but it's a regular mechanic.
Well,
and here, just to earn a hidden one-up, since when you beat the game, all your spare lives will give you extra points. And as you can see, 1,000 extra points and another one-up. You see, this level, the main part of the level is full of it. To this day, I'm not really sure if I found all what needs to be found in this part, but maybe there is some other hidden stuff I didn't behold. But so if you find anything else, let me know, please.
Hey Yace, could you try to mute your Discord pings? I think we're getting those from you. We're getting Discord sounds from you. If you could Try to turn those off, if possible, please.
Okay. Oh yeah. I just get it. Okay, so how is it done?
Thanks.
Yeah. No. Okay. It's normally it's okay now.
Yay!
I'm really sorry.
Alright. I think everyone was like freaking out.
Yeah, I was like, who the heck is this?
Alright, anyway.
Okay, and now you see.
Just so that we don't have that going on the whole episode.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway.
Now here's some hidden money. So
Cool.
just take it. First destroy all the guns, and just after take all the hidden money. Now just kill some enemies, and as you can see, I will have much more spare time because I have a watch in my. I already have a watch, and as you saw it, there's another watch just here. So it's a good time to kill some more stuff and earn some extra points just for fun. And,
Hey, we had a question. That those were invisible coin pickups, right?
yeah.
But basically, what was going on back there?
I still hear
Oh, they're back.
this the Discord voice.
Lazy.
Like I don't know how to turn. I don't even know how to turn those off. Do you?
There's a way you
Maximum?
can do it. Like you go over to the server, and then you
Server mute or something like that, or
Usually
I
just
don't
do
know.
like server notification settings to like nothing, and then suppress at everyone at here.
I'm sorry, but I really don't know how it's done, and I'm afraid
Okay.
if I cut Discord, I'm afraid we lose contact for the.
we can deal with it. Just everyone realize we can't. It's coming from us because everyone uses Discord now, so everyone's probably freaking out.
And that's it. And now, so the
It's okay.
And now the main.
Someone really wants to contact. What's the character's name in the game?
Dover.
Yover?
Yeah.
Dover.
Dover. Everyone's trying to just get to talk to Dover. I mean, he looks like a really cool guy.
He's indeed. And
He looks great. Someone also commented that the animation's really nice in the game, and yeah, it's awesome. This is fun to watch.
And now
back to the game.
The main part from the level is over, and now it's another platformer sequence. And if you shoot those dragon eggs, shoot them good because they will move up and down, but it can be really tricky. And as you can see, some jumps are really tight in the now. If you miss a jump, you won't die. You will fall really from high, and you lose many times. You lose a lot of time. And so
Did you have to manually jump off the
Yes.
swing
You
there?
have to like press down to jump off.
Okay, so it's like bringing you right into the spikes.
Yeah.
So there was only 9 seconds left, but I still have my watch, so I'm not worried about time. And
Ooh.
yeah, you
Whoa.
can see,
What?
If you want, I'm not dead. And it's not a glitch or something like that. It's just because right here you have a hidden one-up. So
That's pretty cool.
so and I discovered it quite randomly. I thought I was going to die in the fire, but and first of all, I didn't die. So
What? That went right through you.
and was wanted with another life. So life's great sometimes, you know. And here is the boss, which I really think is a very beautiful dragon. And I killed this boss really quick because I have the most powerful shot in the game. And as you can see, I am at level max. I have power max now. So and now
A beautiful dragon as you kill it in like 3 seconds. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot.
Nice.
and now we are coming into level 5, the final level of the game. And
Okay.
as you can see, the game is not really long lasting. but it can be hard sometimes if you don't master master the controls and how the jumps can be really tight. But one thing, those kind of free play always make the games easier than it actually is, and I don't think this game is quite hard. I played it on very hard difficulty. The only difference is that some enemies are more resilient, and birds and bats fly a little faster, but it's hardly noticeable, and that's about the difficulty. To kill those
seems like a pretty laid-back game, yeah, overall.
And to kill,
I mean, you might be making it look easy though.
and to kill those red dragons, you have now. You see, and that's why the fairies are required in the game.
Nice.
You can't escape the ghost coming from behind you in this room if you don't have at least one fairy to protect your back. So that's why you find the two fairies. One fairy is enough, but two fairies are better. So and
yeah, especially for the final boss.
Yep. Like when you see the final boss, fairies can be really useful, but my way to beat the boss will be a little different. I don't say more for now. And as you can see, this level is not that hard since my weapon is really powerful, and you can actually it's a good way to earn some extra points if you don't kill this enemy, the jumping armor too fast, too quickly. Just to kill some more stuff, but now I have to be careful about the timer, and since any watch left, and as you noticed it, there wasn't any shop between level 4 and level 5. Since you beat level 4, now directly onto level 5, no time to do shopping, and another fight against the red dragon. If you want to kill it, just immediately duck when you fall out of the dragon, shot 2 times, and then jump and shoot. So that way you will avoid all its fire and kill it really quickly. First time you face this dragon, red dragon can really be a pain in the ass first time, but actually they're quite easy to beat.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple pattern.
Now, I don't know why, but there was another green dragon, which is kind of joke. And now, say hello to Mr. Wardner, the great bad guy of the game.
You can't beat me.
I'm Wardner. You can't beat me.
To actually beat him, just duck in the lower left screen and shoot it 3 times and avoid its fire, obviously. And now, he will into a demon and
safe spot.
And this spot is the only way to beat the game. If you're standing anywhere but in that safe spot, the fireballs will get you. And
oh really? Okay.
I lost many runs just because I didn't know how to beat the boss. That since I behold that safe spot, the spot is kind of pushover. So
that was awesome how the screen blew up.
And that's it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Head bonus. You getting some? Wait, you getting head?
Oh, God.
Wow, this game. I don't know. It seems like a kid's game. I don't know about that.
I really think they're cute. I think they're cute actually. And now you can see you earn a special bonus at the end of the game. Your extra lives give you points. And the remaining gold gives you also points, and that's it. I beat the game, and I almost scored 2 million points. I honestly think it's possible to earn just about 2 million points, but as I said before, I'm not really sure to discover all the hidden stuff in the maze part of level 4. So why not trying to discover all of it and let me know how it's done, gentlemen.
Someone asked, can't you go behind the boss? Someone asked that.
That doesn't work, actually.
No, it doesn't work. I tried it, but you see, the boss hit me with his leg, and this only part of the body of the boss which won't hurt you anyway. So maybe there is another way to beat the final boss, but I just have to say I don't think so. I think there's just one way to beat it, and if there is another one, I don't know it.
There is one guy I was watching play this game. I think it was like Lord BBH in his main roulette. Basically, he got to the final boss, died a couple of times, and lost his fairies. So he did it like the regular way, which was stand in the back, spam that sunshot, and one time he managed to get it, but it's not very consistent.
Oh,
I see.
It's interesting. Thank you.
A lot harder because your hitbox is kind of big.
If I kill the boss really properly, I won't. I got it once, but it's really doable to beat the game, even without any cloak or any sewing thread, and even without any fairy. If you are standing in the right spot and the right time, this boss is no problem. But now the final boss is dead. I get my girlfriend back, so that's everything's go to a happy ending. Yeah, it's quite good like that.
Indeed.
Nice.
All's well.
All right, so we have another thing to talk about. You did a scoring counterstop run for the game, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what it takes to counterstop Wardner, and then we'll go to the video, I suppose, because we're not going to watch all of it. So,
no!
you got an hour and a half video here, but we're going to take a look at some of it once we're ready.
Yep. So as I said. I really love the game. That I really love this game, and I like it that much that I beat it. I beat many Deathless runs. I actually made a speedrun, and I also looked at SDA Speed Demo Archive to see what the best time was in speedrunning Wardner, and to my surprise, I don't find any information about speedrunning in the game. So
speedrunning arcade games. It's a whole unexplored world there, pretty much.
Yeah, actually, you see, the game gives you regular extents if you score it well. So when I know that you will be granted with extra lives just because of your scoring, the first thing I just want to do is to seek if you have farming areas in the game just to earn points, obviously, but also earn extra lives. So, and remember, in level 2, there was what I called the cross corridor. And just to counterstop the game, you have to kill as many as possible, and you have to spend almost all your lives just killing crows. And so
it comes up pretty close. It's not like you're going way over or anything. It sounds like you're just barely making it.
And after when forming this corridor probe, this cross corridor, you don't have to die because of timeout. You have to commit suicide just before the corridor, since the game will send you back at the point you were dying at. And if you die because of timeout, you have to restart all the level, and you will lose precious time and won't be able to reach that part as well as you have to. So when you lost almost all your lives in the level 2, just beat the level and go on to the end of the game, and you still have to beat the game. as you noticed, when you kill those enemies will drop items randomly. They will drop power up orbs, which is really helpful to get at power max really quickly, and so you won't have any problem in mastering your weapon since you will have power up max at level 2.
Gotcha.
And they also will provide you with money bags. So if you correctly leech this area, you will you will beat level 2 and be at power max for your weapon, and you will also have a lot of money, so you won't have any problem for doing your shopping and buying extra time, cloak for extra hit, and sewing thread for another extra hit. So if you really milk the game correctly, the game will really get easier, and level 3, as you saw, is not that hard, especially when you call the Golden Phoenix. And since you will get another extends with your score afterwards, you will get to last level with great score and power max and a lot of money. But it won't be enough to make the Counterstop. So you have to beat the game. And after beating the game, remember, you give you extra points. So you won't have more than 4 or maybe 5 lives left. So that's it. But it won't be enough either to have the Counterstop. But if you make the game properly, you can beat it with about. If I'm correct, you can beat the game with so much coins that the end bonus for coins will give you so many points that you will finally Counterstop the game. But just to put it in a nutshell, if you want to Counterstop the game, you just have to correctly milk the level 2, beat the game, and earn massive end bonus. So this is not an easy Counterstop, but this is what I call a smart Counterstop, since you actually have to beat the game and beat the game to get the perfect score. And that's when I understood this, I tried many times, and the 4th or 5th time I tried to actually do the Counterstop was the one. So I hope I made myself clear with my Chile accent as well. But that's the way to Counterstop Wardner, and and that's it. Okay, it is a platformer game, and I don't think that many players actually play platformers for scoring. But who knows? Who knows? And it's still something really exciting to say. We have Counterstop, an arcade game, and so just the way it is, and that's why I just wanted to Counterstop it, just to say and show off a little. But here is how to Counterstop Wardner actually.
Cool. You mentioned a Golden Phoenix. What's that? What was that exactly?
Bird that when you pick up the ocarina item in stage 3, you jump over one set of fire platforms, and then the bird flies by, and then you jump on it. It was like yellow.
Yeah, you jump on it, and then what happens?
Brings you to the end of the level, or collect a few golden EXP along the way. And you can choose to jump off before it reaches the end if you want to pick up more score from like stone golems, for example.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we got the idea there. Okay, so we're gonna watch some of it. Where are we gonna go to on the video?
Just after just before the last boss fight, just to see to show off to show the boss getting hit and getting beat one more time, just for fun. And after you will see the Counterstop. And just before beating the game, will notice how many coins how many coins left I have, and this is the main. After reaching area level 2, the main thing for Counterstop in the game is your massive amount of coins.
It's like 99,990. Holy crap!
All right. Do you have a timestamp, or where should we go here? I guess right before the boss, I guess you said?
Yeah, just before the final boss. So
okay, let's see here.
Right before the final boss is probably 126 something.
Alright. Let's go to, how about 126.17?
Okay.
If you can manage that.
Got it.
Okay, just a moment, please.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, got it.
Alright. Alright, let's check it out then. Not 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, go.
So, just another boss fight. Okay. And the still the same, since I don't know any other way, since as I just said it. And look at how many coins I have. So after in this run I was reaching the area 2, and you see I died once. But in this one I was farming the core corridor. The farming sequence lasted about 1 hour and 5 minutes.
For level 2.
Yep. If you want to watch the full run is actually on my YouTube channel. So
okay, we'll have the link.
If you have time to waste, or if you really want to know how it's done right from the start to the end, the full run is available on YouTube. And now you see I only had 2 extra lives left, and here is the time bonus. Yep. Here is the life bonus. Yep, and look at the scoring. And now,
oh, I think you're ahead of us actually.
Yeah.
And now, thanks to the gold bonus, look at how much the scoring will increase. And
let's see.
We're about to see it. I think you're ahead of us here.
Yeah.
Coin bonus is longer than the boss fight. Fun fact.
Right, here we go.
Head bonus.
Head, but oh, it's referring to your head.
Yeah, the mouth bonus.
And
head bonus.
The gold bonus, yo.
There we go. Yeah, so let's just enjoy this little countdown here. This is the fruits of Yace's labor here. He just wanted to have us do the countdown.
But you know, when I did it, I was really happy with it, and to watch such a long ending sequence and always the same with.
Yeah, they're really getting They're really gonna get a workout here.
Are we done yet?
The statue is like mangling that snake.
Right. and now the time was good for worth cup of tea.
The statue is like a metaphor for what you did to the run. Like you're holding the run. It's like, oh, I got the counterstop. That's the statue is actually Yace, and the game is the snake.
I don't have any wings, and I'm not walking around completely naked actually. So but
don't deny it. Don't deny it.
Okay, call me an exhibitionist if you want to have the whole. Maybe why not? Maybe I am actually. and still a lot of gold to pass by, and but now more than 8 million points, and
I don't think the game wanted you to do a counter stop here.
no. You see, many arcade games from this work can actually get Counterstop as maybe Puzzle Bubble. A famous French player named Ben Shinobi actually Counterstop so many arcade games such as Puzzle Bubble, Bubble Bubble, or Quick Kids, and you see the Counterstop is here, and I still have many God left. So, yeah. But okay, this is a really long. This is a really long ordeal to stop this kind of game, but it's something really, really rewarding when you did it. And now, after all this countdown, you got the congratulations screen and you got the Counterstop.
Man, so close to it. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still 10,000 gold to go.
And okay, this kind of Counterstop is quite useless if you made. It's still really great to have done it, and
yeah, congrats.
That's really actually that was my first arcade Counterstop, and it's
Cool.
something unforgettable. The first time I Counterstop an arcade game. So I
bet.
was really happy with it, and I'm happy, and I am actually happy to share it with you. And now, gentlemen, since you know how it's done, do it yourself, and I promise I will look at the video if you do it yourself, because I'm really sure anybody on earth can do it if they are patient enough and if they want to. Wow,
that's inspirational. Anyone on Earth.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep. I'm pretty sure anyone who really, of course, you have to love the game as much as I did. But since it's just a lovely game, you can only love it. I actually don't think anyone can really dislike this kind of game, and. This game actually it
seemed very well balanced just overall.
It is, and as I said before, it's a lot less frustrating than the Makaimura series, and the difficulty is really it's all about it's not about stiff control or cheap death, but it's really a fair and genuine challenge. So I really think that Wardner is amongst the best action platform games from this era, and okay, everybody knows the Makaimura series, but all Makaimura players, I will really advise you to give this Wardner a try, and I really don't think you. First of all, I think you will beat it without too many problems, and actually, I think you will really enjoy it because it's an enjoyable game.
Yeah, I want to try it out. It definitely appeals to me, being a Makaimura player, as you say.
I'm glad to hear that. And
I think I will eventually, for sure.
Oh
my goodness, like it once you see soon.
So that's it. That was Wardner, and hope you liked it.
Yeah, great runs, great Counterstop. Congrats on that again, and you said you did a speedrun of it too.
Yep.
You want to talk about the speedrun a little bit before we get out of here?
Yep, and as the game itself, really quite straightforward too. And I don't think the speedrun I did lasted about 13 minutes. So if you play the game without trying to go as quick as you can, the game is lasting about 22 minutes. So I don't think I think my time can be really improved, and that speedrun. And since I don't have any reference in speed demo archive. I don't really know actually if my speedrun is something worth it or not.
Right, yeah.
But I just watched once speedrun of the Genesis version, but the Genesis version is it's not the same. It's a little bit longer. The last stage is a little bit longer, and since you have a life bar, it's quite easier also. But if you heard about any glitch to make the game even shorter or something like that, all kind of this stuff, I don't really know if there are any glitches or anything like this to beat the game actually quicker than I did. So I'm surprised that nobody has ever tried to really work on I should say real and dedicated speedrun from this game. And so this is my speedrun, but a good speedrun or anything like that. But it was my best time while trying to beat the game, 13 minutes and 4 seconds. But I'm pretty sure a dedicated and trained player can beat me by a large margin. And
yeah. Well, it's always nice to have at least one run out there, and that can really just set the precedent for new players to come. I mean, that's really what it takes to start people playing is that first go. So you're a pioneer of speedrunning Wardner on the arcade.
Oh,
that was nice.
I hope so. And just
maybe maybe in like 5 years, someone else will do it.
Not matter of time. If anybody
it's a matter of time.
And the speedrun, I will be glad to watch it. And just like the Counterstop one, that speedrun is also available on our YouTube channel. TBY
okay, I was going to ask.
So
I'd like to get a link to that so we can have that for people to check out as well.
Thank you, very very nice of you. So I hope someone will beat me. And I really hope it. And after all, play Wardner. It's quite a good game. It was way ahead of its time, and I'm really surprised that this game is not more known. And sure thing, it deserves really much more love. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that character is so cute and chubby and fat, and I love him.
He's well-rounded.
Dover. Is it like short for Bendover or what's? I don't know what that. What's with the name?
It's like not
like Bimmy. Like Bimmy is not even a real name.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure. There's not much info on this game out there. There's no interviews or whatnot. Who knows? Maybe somebody will surface in the future.
Dover. The hell.
Just a little thing, as usual, forgive me for my shitty accent. That's it. I have to say it.
All right.
My bad.
It's okay. You're here. I mean, that's what matters, and we got to see some Wardner and whatnot, and it's always a pleasure to have you on the show, Yace.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's very kind.
Oh wait, we got a little comment. It's a great accent from Neo T Style.
Oh, thanks.
It's a great accent.
Yep.
Don't forget, someone said they thought it was like really sexy last time.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Don't forget the compliments.
That guy said he was kind of jerking off to my accent, so.
Oh yeah. He's gonna have to check the.
After all, why not? Why not?
Well, we got some more material for him on YouTube.
But no
jerk off material.
No joking. No joking off guys videos. I'm not sure YouTube will allow to show you jerking off actually, but if you want to try, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, no, I don't know about that. Like, are you implying like he was gonna watch the YouTube video and then record himself watching the YouTube video? That seems a bit extreme.
You see, you can find so many stuff on YouTube and video just talking about how cute my nails are. Pig slaughters video or all kind of shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if one day I see a guy joking on video.
I think we need like a sexy fan art of the Dover character. Like that'd be nice. Like what if he was like Arthur and like when he gets hit he lost all of his clothes and he just like wears like a loincloth or something. Like a little fat guy running around.
You know, when I showed the game to one of my friends, the guy said that the main character looked like Eric Cartman from South Park.
Oh yeah, Cartman. Nice. I see it. That's funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny character. He almost reminds me of the character from Bond's Adventure, Jigoku. What I forget the Japanese name. Bond's Adventure. That game, like that character was kind of fat. That was a fat character as well.
Yeah, but the game was actually quite good. But oh god, it was hard. Oh, I never beat the last boss. Last boss is pain.
Yeah.
Really effective, really resilient, and he shoot fireballs all the time. And
that was an actual Taito game, unlike this game, which was Toaplan.
And actually,
sorry everyone for misleading everyone.
Because of the insane, the famous final boss, and maybe one day I'll get back to it, but not sure for now. So
yeah.
If you know somebody who actually beat the game, I really will be glad to see her.
Oh yeah, well we did an episode of AGR on that game actually, and Astral Algorithm I believe did get a 1cc.
Oh shit, I missed it. Now I know.
So you may want to check that one out at some point when you get some time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the last boss it's crazy. It's almost as bad as the last boss of Mirai Ninja, which is also stupid as a Namco. Namco game with a really annoying last boss.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean these arcade peeps. I mean they're trying to get your money at the end of the game. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you want to beat the game? All right, well, cough over another $50.
Not like Gradius, where you can just like hack it all, just a pushover.
No. Well, Konami's doing their own thing there.
Oh.
The brain. Alright, well, that's going to do it for episode 19. Pleasure having you on again, once again, Yace, and props Maximo for the guest host. This was fun to do, fun to check out, and yeah, be sure to try it out yourself in MAME or at the FDS version. We didn't really talk about the Famicom version, but it's probably cool. You guys, should we talk a little bit about that? Have you played the Famicom version? Before I'm closing it out, but we didn't actually talk about that at all.
Yeah, I played it many times. Quite the same as the Genesis version, but you see, the game is actually those two in the game. But I really think it's obvious the arcade version is better because the controls are way better in the arcade version, and in games that way I don't like life bars. For me, it's one hit, one death.
Yeah.
Just as in shmups. So, but those two versions are way easier because thanks to this life bar. So if you wanna try to play it, and if you think that the arcade version is still harder it's too hard for you or something like that, the Genesis and the Famicom system are something worth. These versions are worth it.
Well, surely the game had some popularity in arcades if it got the Genesis and the FDS game, so
sure.
It must have had some popularity, but at least nowadays it just seems a little obscure. But that's why we do the episodes here and whatnot, to remind people.
Yeah, play Wardner. Play Wardner.
Play Wardner. Pyros. All right, well, we're going to get out of here then. Episode 19, Awesome Game Replays in the bag. Take care, everyone, and have a good week and all that. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye.